tackled Brickashaw Ferguson, who apparently is psychic because you predicted you'd be going to the Pro Bowl before the season even started, and now you're going, and Nick Mangold's going, and Alan Faneca's going. And in your mind, what do you think you as a line did to make voters think that all three of you are worthy?
I think it's just been the course of the season. We just had a lot of success, and fortunately, we were able to be nominated to go to the Pro Bowl. So it's been a great honor, and obviously we're happy that we're able to go. You've
got two guys on your line in Woody and Faneca who both have Super Bowl rings. Who broke his out first?
I think it was they did it together. But I think what was so great about it is that you're in good company. You know that these guys have been to the quote unquote promised land. So the fact that they're on the same line, it definitely helps out the younger guys who really don't know too much about it.
What did being exposed to them do in terms of expediting your progress as a lineman?
Oh, I mean, with the wealth of knowledge that Damian Woody and Alan Faneca have, it's definitely helped. I think guys like myself and Nick and even Brandon see what value the experience brings. To see how or certain situations that we might not have been privy to because we never been to, let's say, an AFC championship game. We've never been to a Super Bowl. Them talking about those experiences and how they fared, and even seeing it on their film, it's just been such a great help to us.
It's become pretty obvious that since Rex Ryan and Brian Schottenheimer decided to scale back Mark Sanchez's offensive responsibility, that he's played much better, and that is equated to the run game being more present. I know how much guys love run blocking. How exciting has that been for you?
The run the ball has been something that has just been great for us. So I think we've really enjoyed that. And, during this time of year, it's important to be effective in the run game as well as having a great defense. And we're fortunate that we have both of those things.
When Sanchez was struggling, how did he handle it with the teammates?
Sanchez has excellent poise. I think he's been able to handle adversity very well. He's never let anything get to him, and he's always been able to learn from the things that might have been challenging. So, I understand what it is like to be a rookie, and I think he's handled it in a great fashion.
How would you describe his demeanor in the huddle, say maybe compared to Kellen Clemens or Chad Pennington? What's the differences in what they do, how they conduct themselves, their energy level, and all that stuff?
I think everyone's different in how they decide to conduct themselves in the huddle, but I think Sanchez just does a great job of just keeping everything in perspective, never letting the highs get too high or the lows too low, and I think he's, like I said, being a young quarterback, I think he's done that very well.
Why do you think Sean Green has had as much of an impact as quickly as he has this year when you consider he wasn't getting a ton of carries before Leon Washington got hurt against the Raiders?
I just think it goes to the type of players that we bring in this organization. They're talented, and they really understand what to do and how to do it when their time is, or when they're called into duty. And I think it's a tribute also to the coaching staff because they've allowed those players to be put in the right position, and then it goes to those players because they've had the skill and the poise to go out there and have success.
So let's talk about this Colts game. The first time you faced them, Brick, you were only dealing with Dwight Freeney, so it was half of the great pass rushing tandem. Now that Robert Mathis is back in the mix, how does that change the line's approach and your checklist of things to do to try to make sure that they don't get a hand on Sanchez?
Well, again, they have a great defense. Obviously, those are just two of the many players that make up that roster. And as an offensive unit, I think we're going to put together a great plan so that we can be successful. And like I said, we've had a lot of success this year against great pass rushers, so I think we're feeling confident in what we can do against those gentlemen.
Is there another guy who's got a spin move in the league like Freeney does?
Like I said, he's very talented, so it's going to be a task.
Rex Ryan put the ticker tape parade on the postseason itinerary. Have you allowed yourself to think for a second what that might be like?
Not dwelling on that, no. I think, like I said, our big focus is, again, to go to the Super Bowl. We know that this is another step into getting to that path. We've won our wild card game. We won our divisional game. So this is a very big game for us because this is going to get us into the door. And like I said, everybody's on one accord at this time. We're all focused. We're ready to go. And we're not going to be stopped. We're too close right now.
Brickashaw Ferguson, thanks for the time.
Hey, thanks for having me.